Producing is just problem solving at all time. I was literally driving around Atlanta crying like, Jesus, please help me. My whole crew was waiting, parked in front of it. The actors were on the way and we were supposed to be in some wing spot. And I just zoomed around and ran into luckily Atlanta got a lot of wing spots. I stopped and parked and jumped into every wing spot I could find and be like, please, can you help me? I do a damsel in distress. I have my full crew and And luckily God came through and we were able to like pivot and get shout out to the Atlanta community. Like they gave us the restaurant to use. I mean, granted, we then had to like work around their customers still coming in and out and the kitchen like, hey, we here at work. We don't care nothing about no film you got going on. Like they was back there washing the dishes. But like that was all on me. I was the producer. So that happened. I'm the one that has to figure out how to fix that immediately. It's kind of adrenaline rush maybe, but in the moment it definitely it sucks. But I like problem solving. So I feel like that gives me that opportunity to kind of like, let me see how I can make this happen.
What's up, everybody? It is I, Tevin El Chapo. Friends call me Chop, and we are back with another episode of Chop Logic. Yes, and we have a very, very special guest in the building today. She is an actress. She is a producer. She is one of the founders of Onset ATL, which is one of the dopest communities here in the filmmaking space. We have Jhaneal here. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Tevin. This is fun. I appreciate you having me.
Anytime, so kind of just for one, just letting people know who you are and kind of just how you got your start in the industry.
Oh, geez. Okay, well, I'm Jhaneal Kelli. I like you already did it so wonderfully. I'm an actor, producer, and the co-founder of Onset ATL. Starting the industry, I mean, I'm one of the typical got the actor's bug when I was like 8 years old. I always like to put this out there. I am a 2-time storytelling champion. Okay.
Nice.
From Florida. Shout out to Miss Green, my librarian at my elementary school, saw something in me and put me in these competitions. And that's where I discovered my love for acting. And then my mom really just kind of like, every time I was like, I want to go to this studio and this acting. And she would just kind of just, fund the bill and support me in that. So kept doing that. And then I ended up going to film school. I went to the New York Film Academy, where I got my bachelor's in acting for film. But while there is where I discovered that I really enjoyed producing as well, because we learned all of the behind the camera things as well. And then as soon as I graduated, I came out to Atlanta. And yeah, that really, I started to find my creative space here. And that's how Onset ATL also came to be. So, I mean, yeah, that's the short of it.
Okay, nice. That's a dope journey. Kind of talk about like just moving to Atlanta and just that difference in experience and just the different things that kind of expose you to the industry because you were in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, I think for one, I've always known that this career, this industry is what I want to pursue. You got to be a little bit crazy to want to fully pursue this. And so I already knew that the plan was as soon as I wrapped up at film school, because I actually it's New York Film Academy, but I went to the South Beach location. So I'm from Miami, well, originally from Jamaica, but I was raised in Miami and, Miramar. Okay. I'm from Miramar, but y'all don't know Miramar, so I'm from Miami.
Word.
That's like a 30-minute drive from Miami. But I went to the campus in Miami and, I just knew that the state of the industry there was not necessarily going to propel me in the direction that I wanted my career to go. And I'm kind of a go-getter, And so I already knew that it was going to be LA or Atlanta. And so I visited both, did the whole, like, let's see what it would be like to live here or there. And I just really loved how I felt when I came to Atlanta. And I think that finding community felt, I don't want to say easy, but I could see where I could find community in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And, my people, being from South Florida, I have other Caribbeans or, the Hispanic, but this was the first time when I came to Atlanta that I was actually like around like so much, just amazing Black creatives, professionals, entrepreneurs, all these different types of people. So I was like, no, I love it here. So, I mean, it's been like 7 years, so it's going good, I think.
No, that's dope. That's dope. That's pretty good. Kind of just speak on just the process of being an actress,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I've done minimal acting.
Okay.
All of it was me playing.
I need to see those.
Me playing a version of me.
Okay.
So it wasn't. I don't even think it counts as acting. But like, what does it look like to get into a role, get into a specific type of character, especially if that's not someone that you directly resonate with, or even just someone that you have a similar background to? Yeah,
I think the number one thing for us actors is we know that you can't judge your character. You have to, because even you can pick any villain in real life, right?
Yeah.
If you really pick them apart, there's somewhere in there where you can be like, oh, okay, this makes sense. I understand where that came from. I don't agree with whatever it was, right? But I understand how that person could end up doing something like this or whatever. Yeah. So like as an actor, just I think first and foremost is not judging your character. And then I guess in terms, then you're empathizing with the character, so you're able to understand and really find the whys and why this person is this way or reacts this way. But the truth be told, I think that as humans, a lot of times we're not honest with the fact that you actually never know fully how you would be put in a certain circumstance or situation. Yeah. You think you know what you'll do, but you don't really know like how you'll react in the survival mode that you'll go into in certain situations. So I think it's just respecting the possibilities, I would say. But you know, outside of all of that is you know, I'm kind of an actor snob, so you know, I'm big on studying constantly. Like, of course, I went and got a degree in it. You don't have to get a degree, but definitely always being in an acting studio. Like I'm still always training. And so just something as simple as like having on what would this character wear? Like you'd be surprised how much of a difference just having on the outfit or the shoes of that character really like puts you in that mindset of that person.
Yeah.
How do they speak? You know, what are their mannerisms? Because a lot of times as actors, sometimes we don't realize we're like doing our own little like, you know, if you always go like this with your hair, your character is doing that, but would that character actually do that? Yeah. So finding the mannerisms that actually fit your character.
Gotcha.
Things like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I barely did my toe in the field.
Yep. We respect your craft.
You know, yeah, you know, so I mean, I have nothing but respect to actors because I don't never think it was easy. It's just always like, for one, having to remember lines, I'm already packed up. It's already over for me. So it's just kind of like on top of like having to get into that character, stay into character. Just again, what you're saying, maintaining mannerisms that would resonate with who the character is. It's just so many intricacies that take place when you have to be an actress, and I respect you for being able to do it.
Thank you. And the technicality part of it, because I think sometimes we don't talk about that part, right? Especially for y'all that are like behind the scenes, understanding like the actor has to hit their mark.
Yeah.
And I did a film the other day where I was like, dang, I'm not. And you think like it's an easy thing, but when you're like trying to be in character, you're trying to also focus on your scene partner. You also got to look at the right space that the camera is. Then you got to walk and hit the mark and deliver the line. It's a lot of things happening at once. And so, or just, you know, people don't realize you're doing like a take, like, or one scene or a part of a scene. Like it could be 10 times and you got to cry those 10 times. Like that's actually exhausting. I feel like an athlete when I'm doing that. So yeah, it's fun. You know, we love the craziness of it.
Who would you consider like on your Mount Rushmore of actors?
Jeez.
Like all-time greats.
See, I usually typically lean towards like, who are my actresses?
Of course,
I'll say, because that's too hard to put the actors. I'll say as far as like actresses, definitely Viola Davis, right?
Fantastic.
Like, oh my gosh,
amazing.
She's just the GOAT. But I love Nicole Kidman. And I love Nicole Bahari, which I'm like, if she's not on your radar, she needs to be on your radar. She has such an amazing way of like being really subtle. It's still like powerful in the scene, but it's this like really soft, subtle presence. And Geez, Angela come on now, don't do this to me.
I mean,
I should have asked for this question earlier because that's tough. That one's tough.
I mean, look, that's what we're here to do.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I can get those are the three I can give you right now. Because if I start naming more, then I'm gonna be like, oh, but Angela, oh, but Halle, oh, but Denzel, you know.
Nah, I got you for sure, for sure. You know, I think that it's a lot of influential people in the acting space.
Yes.
A lot of people doing a lot of amazing things. Specifically, someone I've been thinking about is Michael B. Jordan, and a lot of things he's been doing.
Don't get me started on Michael B. Jordan because I always like to say I loved Michael B. Jordan before they discovered him being fine in Black Panther, okay, or Creed. No, seriously, that's one of my I've been watching him. You know, he did The Wire.
Yeah.
People don't know he was in Parenthood. Okay, he played a really deep character in the series Parenthood. And then, of course, Hollywood, but Fruitvale Station.
Fruitvale was definitely.
When I'm give him his flowers, he's a beast. So I just love that people are trying to take. So what's your take on Michael?
I mean, for sure. I mean, I don't know about the fine aspect. I'm gonna leave that to you. But I will say that, I always been a fan of The Wire. So yes, I'm actually in the middle of rewatching The Wire right now and just seeing him with the nappy braids and everything when he was a kid. Didn't he do that movie? What was it? Hardball? Was it the one with the baseball movie?
Super throwback,
he did when he was the stuff that he did when he was a kid, and then just seeing, just sustain high quality of just even being an actor, taking Friday the craft seriously. Friday Night Lights, another one. And then you can even tell, I guess, I would say Fruitvale Station would be that transitional moment where you can tell he's one of those ones.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The scene he did with Octavia Spencer in the jail scene is his eyes. A lot of times when the eyes really hit, you're I could tell the actor is in it. I'm he's in it right now. Yeah, that was a great shout out to Ryan Coogler for that.
And of course, what he just recently both of them did with Sinners.
I mean,
modern day classic as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so 60 nominations says
it. Just so I think that he's definitely one of those guys that we can lean on. I even thought it the same with rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman.
Oh,
he was another one.
Yeah. And that's how I actually came across Nicole Bahari, because she played opposite Chadwick in 42.
Yeah.
She played his wife. And so that's why I was but Chadwick, I mean.
Yeah, he was just on a run where he played every historical Black person. And it was he gave you a great performance and it never felt like he was the same person.
No, literally. And that's actually when people ask what's a dream role type thing, biopics. I love watching biopics. I love seeing the truth of somebody's, it's this is somebody who actually existed and this is what they went through. Because, we see the surface stuff, but we don't get to see behind the scenes. So the fact that he could pull off so many different iconic people and be different.
Yeah.
I mean, man, we lost a legend right there.
Nah, yeah, he was great. So it was just a lot of people in the current era. And then of course we got people like the Violas and the Denzels, just spearheading a lot of things. And I think that as Black creatives especially, I see the things that not only Michael B. Jordan but Denzel been done in front of the camera, but then stepping behind the camera.
Exactly.
Things like Fences, which is amazing. Michael B. directing Creed 3.
And producing, he has a production company as well. Kerry Washington has a production company that's doing amazing shows. I think, Issa Rae talks about it all the time too, right? But it's you do have to, if you want the power to be able to create, it's kind of they let you do it this one or they let you do that one, but then when you're oh, but this story, then you're dealing with the nose, and then so you create your own thing and give yourself the green light. And so I did pay attention to that when that started to happen. I'm okay, because I tussle a lot with the identity of actor versus producer. I love both. I always say I'm an actor first because that's my first love. But I got really encouraged when I did see a Kerry Washington becoming such a powerhouse behind the camera. Reasonable Doubt is her show. So it's oh, okay, actually I can do both.
Yeah.
And it's very powerful to do both. I love seeing that all of their production companies come to life and being successful. Yeah.
For sure. Do you feel like in your experience being an actress helps on the producer side of things? Do you see like from a different lens? Like how would you consider that?
Now, first I will say I don't like to act in things I produce. It's very hard to turn off the producer brain and to sit in the creativity. Maybe it's something I'll end up mastering, but I'll be like in the scene and I'm like, oh wait, the location, we have like another 3. Okay, we gotta, and I don't like that. But because you're able to understand all the different moving parts, right? So it also it makes me a smarter actor and a more respecting actor, because I understood what it took for this whole production to happen. Sometimes if you don't really know, what the DP has to go through in selecting the shots and all that, you just kind of show up and you think I'm just a star and everybody's here for me. But it's like, no, there's so down to crafty, down to whatever. Like I also worked payroll for a lot of different studios.
Oh yeah.
So that gave me even another like behind the scenes of like a lot goes into this. And so if I show up, whether it's producing or acting, it's like respect down to the editor and the that's really having to actually piece together what we all just did on set. So it's like, that's what I love about the industry is we all need each other.
For sure. It's a team effort.
Yeah.
Kind of like a car. One part of the car messed up the whole thing. It's just it's not going to run the same. Drop,
which is why I know we haven't pivoted into that yet, but like with Onset ATL, because we have our upcoming award show.
Yeah,
it's like we were very adamant about creating the 17 categories that we have, because the actor looked great and we give them their best performance, but that lighting though is what made them like pop out in that scene too, or the score on that was so instrumental to making that thing happen. And so like I'm very big about giving everybody their flowers. It's important.
For sure. I mean, now that you brought it up, and kind of speak on Onset ATL and just the progress that is made in the filmmaking industry, especially here in Atlanta.
When Martina, as my co-founder, and I created this, I hadn't necessarily found my place in the community here. I could see the community and I loved what I saw, but I hadn't found my place yet. And, we just wanted to create a space for something that we also kind of needed for ourselves. Had no idea that it would, our very first event was like, to this day, the ticket sales for that alone was like one of our highest. So we're like, how? Because nobody knows us for real. So from the very beginning, the community showed up. And I think that also showed how much people wanted to come together and show their work as well as celebrate each other's work.
Yeah.
And so now 4 years later to still be here and it's only getting better. It's creating visibility. It's creating, community, which I'll say that word to death on this, but I just love community. People have made projects because they met at Onset and then came back and screened that at Onset. And I don't know. It's the possibilities are endless, I would say. And now being a nonprofit, we're able to like bring in funding. Now we're, trying to find ways of like bringing funding to give, because we need money to make this stuff.
Of course.
Like, how can we actually get resources and things like that for the filmmakers in the community? So I'd like to say it's becoming a staple based on the words of everybody else. So that feels really good to be able to like serve while being a part of something.
No, for sure. It's amazing. Even just in my time being there, it was just being at the award show was just an amazing experience, seeing so many people get highlighted that kind of to your point, never get that recognition, in a lot of spaces. And I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention. I didn't see a whole lot of non-melanated people there. So
it's Atlanta.
So it just made it even better to people of color are being like highlighted for their strengths and talents and a lot of time and effort that they put into it, and just having that community, like you said, it's really great. Like, where do you see it growing in the next like 5 years or so?
I'll say this past season, from like after season 1, we were like, okay, we could really do something big with this. I know one of Martina's dreams is to get like a creative house that is like really like that has studios, all these different things, right? Resources. Right now, I just really, as far as 5 years from now, we definitely want to have Onset in other cities so that, because every community needs that. But I definitely see us continuing to champion our filmmakers. More resources is what I would say. It's bringing in the dollars to be able to like get these projects. Sometimes a project is already made and it's already brilliant, but it needs more marketing dollars, or it needs more whatever it needs to get it out there to the masses. The awards becoming a big, bigger and like it's interesting because I think it's like actors were used to like, yes, glam comes with it and recognition. Everybody's here doing it. I don't want to say everybody, but most people are here doing it for the love of the craft. But I just feel like, no, everybody deserves to be recognized as well for their work. So you want to assume that the editor doesn't really care about the accolades, but it's like, but then why not give them their flowers? Like, why wouldn't somebody want to get a hand clap for amazing work that they did? So the short of it is like, yes, we definitely see owning our own property here in Atlanta where we can give resources to filmmakers. So it's nice, like, yeah, this work needs to be showcased here. This is what's happening in Atlanta and y'all are coming to our city. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's endless. That's like Martina is the visionary part for the business side of things, but we definitely have a lot of plans business-wise for where we want to take it.
No, that's great. That's definitely amazing. I think that y'all already doing a lot of great work. So, just being able to continue it and just grow it even further, like that'd be beautiful to see. Yeah. And of course, however I could support, just let me know.
Well, you edited that fire edit of our last award.
I did all right.
This year is going to be even. You know what I'm saying? Pull up if you want to.
You know what I'm saying? You got to send me the invite. I got you. But yeah, I'm trying to get nominated for some awards, man. I gotta
see. So you're BTS, but you care about the awards too, right? Why we gotta act like we don't care about? We care about the awards. It's not about look at me. It's about feeling accomplished in something that you put your heart and soul and work and time in.
Of course.
Right? Like so. It's not my podcast, but would you say behind the scenes cares about recognition as well?
Of course, I love recognition. Everything. Listen, that's part of the whole point of the show. You know what I mean? Is to recognize people like you, who just people in our spaces in general that just don't get those levels of recognition. Yeah. We all live behind the scenes one way or another. And even in the forefront of a lot of what we do, we don't get as much recognition or just as much notice as we deserve. So that's part of why we're here. That's part of what this show is about. That's part of like on set, we need these types of spaces, not only for our own selves, but for each other too. So, I'm definitely down. I'm definitely big on it. I'm trying to get an action movie in that joint, man. I need to
pull up. You know what? We do need we need some different with some more variation of projects. So like season 4, we would love a little action.
I gotta figure it out, man. I don't know if it's gonna have to be me or I'm gonna have to hire somebody. I've been in the process of getting John Wickified. Okay. So I'm trying. It's a whole thing. I gotta get trained up.
We're waiting for it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think that I just think just in general, a lot of like when it comes to independent films, especially for us as Black people, we kind of go for a lot of, I don't want to say the same styles of things, but we're kind of put in budgetary constraints of what we can do. So we end up having to like, let's do a drama about police brutality because it's cheaper than blowing up a car. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Or it's even the way, like you can even do the same kind of thing, but if you're not so restricted to budget, you can imagine it in a different way, right? Like a film that has like 16 nominations this year. Shout out, it's like the Sinners of Onset, I guess. It's called The Last Black Dinosaur. Daniel Duchy made it in Tang Ho. I don't know if you know him. Yeah. But yes, it was about police brutality, but the way in which they did it was like, it made you be like, like, and typically you don't get to see that type of like creative, like maneuvering from us. And so I know exactly what you mean, but it's like, but to the point though, you do need money to make stuff, or at least what I'm very big on is relational equity. And I don't think we talk about that enough in the independent space. But without those things, it is very hard to like John Wickify the whole, you know, you want to have like some like crazy shots, some crazy, like, you do want to blow up a car. Why not? I'm
telling you, I'm trying to do all of it. I'm trying to shoot outs, all the things. A car chase in Atlanta, it might be tricky.
Because you might end up.
Yeah, might be a real car chase.
Yeah, like, hold on now. You end up on ATL Scoop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We end up all over the place. Fox 5 going crazy. Right. It become a whole thing. But yeah, we definitely just need to promote more of those types of things too. Because, you know, there's so many different just grandiose ideas that, like I said, kind of have to get toned down because of money and, you know, just not having the right relationships in place and things of that nature. So, you know, I'm definitely, I'm gonna find a way to get my own. I'm gonna find a way.
Or maybe by the time you're ready, we'll be like, look, Onset's giving out $100,000 grant to the next John Wick film.
Listen,
so that's where we're aiming for.
Hey, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. You know, so even just to kind of like pivot a little bit in terms of like producing, like what are some of the difficulties you've experienced in having to produce versus being an actress on set?
Budget. We just talked about this.
Yeah,
that's like,
money. Money is always the thing. It's always money.
Yeah, it's just you know, having to like, you know, you have this creative script, you have this creative idea, but then having to be like, okay, so now we talking business side of things.
Yeah.
Now you got to film this in 3 days, not in 10 days, because that's a DP times 10. That's their rate, 10 days versus 3 days or whatever. And some things need 10 days. So then it's like, yeah, sometimes you have to say, well, this script, you're going to have to go back into it and make it work for 3 days, right? So simplify it a little bit. How can you tell the same story in this way? So I think definitely managing the budget. You know, I will say for the most part, my experience in Atlanta though is like, if folks are coming understanding like, hey, kind of a passion project situation, what I do like, at least with the crews that I've gotten the opportunity to work with, is people still bring the energy like they just got paid full rates or, you know, double rates, like, because you could tell people just really love the art of what they're doing and this is their work and they're going to do it to the best of their ability. So that's why, like, one of my things is really to like figure out how to bring more money into Atlanta's independent space, because we deserve it, you know?
Of course.
So yeah, I'd say budget, and just filmmaking. I mean, producing is just problem solving at all time. Like one of the last projects I did, the location fell through on us. And I was literally driving around Atlanta crying, like, Jesus, please help me. Like, my whole crew was waiting, parked in front of it. The actors were on the way. And we were supposed to be in some wing spot. And I just zoomed around and ran into luckily Atlanta got a lot of wing spots. I stopped and parked and jumped into every wing spot I could find and be like, please, can you help me? I do a little damsel in distress. I have my full crew and And luckily God came through and we were able to like pivot and get like some, you know, shout out to the Atlanta community. Like, they gave us the restaurant to use. I mean, granted, we then had to like work around their customers still coming in and out, and the kitchen, like, hey, we here at work. We don't care nothing about no film you got going on. Like, they're back there washing the dishes. And so, but like, that was all on me. I was the producer. So that happened. I'm the one that has to figure out how to fix that immediately. And so it's kind of, it's an adrenaline rush maybe, but in the moment it definitely, it sucks. But I like problem solving. So I feel like that gives me that opportunity to kind of like, let me see how I can make this happen. For sure.
Get to flex those, you know, thinking muscles and everything like that. No, that's dope. Like I said, you're doing amazing work out here.
Thank you.
You know, I appreciate you for coming on to the show.
I appreciate it.
But we not done yet.
Oh, yeah.
Get them every time. We gonna go to break.
Like, heartwarming. Okay.
Get them every time. We're gonna go to break. When we come back, we're gonna have some trivia.
Okay.
So stay tuned.
I look.
This video is sponsored by Chop House Media Group. Now listen, podcasting is hard, all right? There's a lot of moving parts to a successful podcast, whether it be the shooting side, the post-production side, the audio mixing and mastering. Just having the right strategy and know how to even get this podcast in the right places and getting it into the right positions to get monetized. And that is where Chop House Media Group helps out at. We have coined the phrase, the podcast in the box, where we pretty much facilitate anything and everything that you need to run a successful podcast, between the production, the post-production, the strategy and tips and tricks that you need to be 1,000% successful in every single aspect of your podcasting career. Now, if you are interested in being a part of this and making sure that you get your podcast to the next level, whether you are just now starting out your podcast or you are already in the podcasting field but want to take it to another level, be sure to hit the link below and schedule your free consultation with us to make sure that we get your podcast up and going further than you can ever imagine. All right, again, thank you to Chop House Media Group for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the show. And we're back. All right, so we are going to start our trivia section. So I don't know if you know, but we do trivia every episode. So basically, this is how it's going to work. I got my producer, Jhaneal, right here. Jhaneal, say what's up to the people.
What's up, people?
All right. He is going to give you 3 trivia questions.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you get 2 out of 3 correct, you win a cash prize. But if you get 2 out of 3 incorrect, we're going to get the prize to the audience. So to be eligible as an audience member, if she doesn't get the questions right, you got to, for 1, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. For 2, make sure you like this video. And then for 3, comment below your favorite moment from the episode. We got a lot of good gems, a lot of great information, fun time here. I know there was something you enjoyed. Comment below and we'll randomly select somebody from the comments. So I got to make sure I tell you this too.
Okay.
I don't make these questions. I don't know anything about these questions.
Okay.
I hear them the same time you hear them.
Okay.
So if it's anything crazy, anything questionable, anything of the sort, don't put it on.
I'll bring the producer. How about that?
There you go. All right. The producer understands how it works.
Carry
that is so crazy.
Okay, I love trivia. So, I mean, I'm very competitive as well. I used to be an athlete. So,
hey, so, I mean, look.
I got to get this money.
All right.
Let's see what you got.
You want to see what you got? Okay. This all revolves around acting and production. So,
okay. It's about to be like, she don't know nothing about it. Okay, let me see.
I mean, listen.
If at worst, it's a learning experience. At worst.
Went to film school already.
I did too, and I still be.
Okay, let's give it to me. Let's go.
All right, so we're going to kick this off. Number 1, in film production, what is the primary difference between a line producer and an executive producer? I'm going to give you answer choices. So,
okay.
Yeah, I feel like you already know the answer, but that laugh is like easy.
No, go ahead.
All right, so
let's see.
All right, cool. A, one directs actors, the other edits. B, one manages daily operations and budget, and the other secures financing and high-level oversight. C, one handles casting, the other handles lighting. Or D, there is no difference.
I believe and repeat it. Can you repeat B for me? Because I'm pretty sure it's B.
Okay, so B is one manages daily operations and budget, and the other secures financing and high-level oversight.
B. Let's go.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You are correct.
Ding, ding, ding. Thank you.
Hold up.
See, we gotta do this every time.
You're not doing it every time.
Oh my.
It's not. No.
What is catch me up?
That felt like a layup-y question.
How?
It's not layup-y.
That is not layup-y.
You gotta.
See,
I mean, you gotta know.
You gotta know to know.
All right. Okay.
So we're gonna.
Because I argue that they have their hand in a lot of the things that were said.
I'm gonna let it go.
Okay.
I'm gonna let it go. Because I know. So I guess maybe. All right. I'm gonna be quiet now.
Yeah, stay on.
I don't like nobody standing in the way of my money.
I'm not. Listen,
stay on that side of the couch, bro. Like
people, man. Look, I'm at a loss regardless.
You're giving them money anyway.
So I'm just saying, man.
Number 2.
All right, number 2. We moving on. Tevin, stop being salty, bro. Like,
I'm not. All right. It's always Tevin salty when I just bring up that these questions are a little.
As I said, one could argue a producer have a hand in all that.
Well, I can argue my producer we'll come up with the layup questions for the guests, but then it's a solo episode.
Are you taking away from my knowledge?
I think that's what it is. You don't think you're
saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all.
Not because you know it means that they know it or the audience knows it.
And I'm not saying that either.
So what are you saying?
I'm just saying, I'm not even speaking this episode. I'm just saying
like a man
general,
who's been losing money. That's what he sounds
all
like.
right, you said question 2?
Yes.
Let's
do it.
Let's get to it, man.
You're gonna be like, in what year did they invent?
Nah, we stopped doing that because we stopped doing that because Tevin was like, I don't know none of that, and I was like, see, now I got to stop asking invention dates and the date when this happened, and we could go back to that.
Film theory.
Listen, film theory, I'm cool with. The thing about it, like I said before, for one, them questions was ridiculous. Who invented the first whatever? Like, bro, I'm not. No, I was born in '95. So you talking about something from 18? From the 18s? I was supposed to know that.
I had to study all that. So
you only
studied it too. Well, all right,
you only studied the 19s.
Did we just talk about recognition?
It is.
What folks have done.
It is
right.
But then a lot of it, what he be asking didn't highlight people of color. So I just be like,
hey, we didn't even get into space. We didn't get into spape until the other day.
I ain't
relatively speaking.
If we was talking people of color, I probably would have been like, okay, that's A or that's B or that who out the band.
Okay, sir, question number 2.
See, I like you. Tevin hating. All right, we moving on.
Tevin hating. Whatever, man. Let's go. Number two, man.
Number 2. All right. In film performance, what does hitting your mark ensure? A, proper lighting and focus framing.
Already. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. With the answer choices.
A, proper lighting and focus framing. B, emotional timing. C, cue delivery. Or D, microphone clarity.
Tevin, you want to help me out on this one? I'm going to go with A.
A, proper lighting and focus framing. Final
ding,
answer.
Ding, ding. Yes. Give me my ding.
You sure?
Don't do that to me.
You're right.
Okay, I'm like, hold on.
I was about to say, oh, damn, hold on.
She's not ready to be on set.
Yeah, Jermaine like doing that too. You be like,
don't
you sure on the answer? And then,
you sure? Like 100%.
Know who I am.
We're gonna find out today.
You're a professional.
All right, we're gonna move on to the final question. Even though she already took your money,
I mean, we still do it
$10
anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, it'll be a little gas money.
Yeah,
a little something, whatever. You know,
yeah,
we'll talk
I'll take it.
They'll get you back home. Like,
it's a little something, anything, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, we're gonna move on to the final question real quick, and that is, which rehearsal technique helps actors respond instinctively rather than intellectually? A, table reads. B, line drilling. C, repetition exercises. Or D, script annotation.
Oh, I try to hit us with a little Meisner, a little repetition.
That's C. Is that your final answer? Damn, she went 3 for 3. She actually went to school for this.
I have 4.0 in film school. I'm just saying.
See, that's the problem.
What does that mean?
She's smart. Like, she got this.
Because he looked at me like, oh, that's the problem. I'm like, damn, I wasn't studying nothing in film school. Like,
Not like that. I was just saying,
that's the problem, Tevin. See, you don't be knowing for real.
I'm not clocking nothing. I'm just here to do my part.
Congrats, you killed that.
Yay, that was fun. I love trivia.
Yeah,
honestly, I saw a lot of stuff with the Meisner technique, and I was like, I didn't know the extent of your knowledge, and I was like, I'm not gonna ask that. Like, I don't even know that.
Oh no, yeah, you got to do. I had a whole semester of Meisner.
Yeah, so
it would kind of feel crazy in that class a little bit. Like,
yeah,
you're wearing a white shirt, and you're wearing. Like,
yeah, no, see, I didn't even know.
But it really does do something. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Like, yeah.
Hey, shout out to film school.
Yeah.
Not all of them are built the same way. So
yeah, that is very true.
So shout out to her film school.
There he go, hating on Georgia State.
I ain't hating on Georgia State. I'm not paying their tuition back. It's not hate.
You can say that on camera.
Right. You can run off on the plug and let the world know. Like,
it's already been ran off. It already ran. It's already running. I'm in the wind. So
they know where you live.
Seize this whole podcast.
Right.
Hey, garnish the whole equipment.
Like you said, what?
We need 2/3 of all the gear that you got. A couple cameras, some of the audio. We need all of that. Circumvent. Yeah, well, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate you again.
Thank you. This was fun.
This was dope. This was dope for sure. Let the people know where they can find you.
Oh, yes. Again, Jhaneal Kelli. So that's JHANEAL_KELLI. Jhaneal Kelli on Instagram. What are the other things? I think that's the only thing I got is Instagram. And then, of course, Onset ATL on Instagram as well. And OnsetATLscreenings.com. If you ever want to submit a project like Tevin here is going to do his amazing John Wick project, you can always submit the link in our bio on our Instagram or on the website as well. We're definitely going to be excited to bring in new films in season 4. So, yeah.
For sure. Thank you again for being on the show. It's been another episode of Chop Logic. Unfortunately, y'all didn't win nothing, but you can still come back for another episode. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like this video, comment below. Shout out to all our audio listeners as well. And we're going to catch you guys next time.
Yeah.
Peace.